So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. Yeah, we are doing Scooby-Doo here. It looks like we have a mystery to solve. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime.
Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else.
Indeed, I anticipate they claim themselves by now. So perhaps we can get something a bit more
Substantial.
substantial from them.
Substantial from them.
We will still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well.
We need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss that last train to Heldar, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been even given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 PM. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can.
Understood.
You bet.
Right. So now we're gonna do is solve the mystery. Don't worry, we're gonna do the quest, but not yet. We're gonna do the side quest, but not yet. But we're gonna talk to him. Don't worry, we're doing the quest later, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna forget that.
Alright.
And to think, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Seldrick Grand Market. Why did I ever deserve this? Excuse me. You! No, don't know. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down.
It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business.
So, what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Rean explained that he investigated the truth behind what happened in the previous night. You're investigate. That's right. We'll really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at the military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives.
Nonsense, they are.
We're not the characters from Trails from Zero, guys.
That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this.
We may be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could provide quite fruitful.
Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, didn't I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done.
So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly?
Oh, I have a sample with me actually. Ring?
Ring.
An accessory. Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? It's been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only thing I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in one single night. That damn coward, sabotaging my business.
It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his
culpability. Yeah. No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me. He decided he'll destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. Please, try to stay calm.
You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong. On general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you we'll do everything we can. That I can promise. I think that's everything. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one.
Where?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Ah. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time to talk about Lord and Savior? You know, that was funny.
What is that?
No, I said, I'm sorry, we have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior.
What was that?
I don't know.
Our Lord and Savior!
I don't know. I just got that from a YouTuber, from the Super Gaming Brothers. So I don't know where they got their joke from, but that's where I got the joke from the Super Gaming Brothers. I'm sorry, do we have to talk about our Lord and Savior like that? So I made Rean said that. Alright, I continue now. You're those kids from the military academy, right? Hey, what you want from me? I got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did something to sell, I have no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all, the provincial army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it.
He's not taking this very well, is he?
Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Reed explained that he was because we're investigating the truth behind us. Yeah. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay.
So, would you consider
Cooperating?
cooperating with us?
Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you understand, but hell, I got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. For now. So about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See? I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant, just got pissed drunk and rent him all night.
Wow. And you're certain of this?
Positive. I asked my friend if you don't believe me, he'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And as if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So the goods were stolen were all processed foods. That's right. Nuts, cheese, bacon, all of the foods, all foods that have long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. Wow, that sobered him up. Wow, okay.
Wowzers.
And that's when I went over to that fool's stall and make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall, so he could have just spot all to himself.
But that doesn't make any sense. if Heinz did
Heinz.
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 Okay.
I'm stupid.
And Schmerz, but I can't, I guess. Alright.
If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too?
He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know. That's pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive.
While I understand your frustrations, basically accusations do no one any favors and only clouds the true issue.
Ugh. But it's always so frustrating. I lost so much money about this. I might have to shut up the shop for good.
You have to shut up the shop for good.
That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? Now the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished. Pure and simple. All the hard work I put into this getting this far, and this is how the dreams ends for me. Well, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some of your closure.
So cheer up, okay?
I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. Shh. There we go. We finish. That's all the two victims of this crime. I had to say. It seems. What does everybody think?
I know. I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible.
Both merchants certainly have
Adequate.
Both merchants certainly had adequate motives to damage the other's stall, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil.
It's not impossible that they just out there to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're going to have a look elsewhere to find viable suspects.
Reliable.
Yeah.
Where, though? I mean, who could possibly have been?
Except, it's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was?
Alright. The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention somewhere else.
Elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. Actually, me too.
Oh.
There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come out one step closer to finding our culprit.
Who do you mean?
I'm talking about who's being sus. The market manager and his wife, the merchants, or the provision army?
Oh, that's hard.
I know what it is. I don't even need to look I don't even need to look the guide because it was obvious who it is.
The potential army.
You mean the provincial army?
Yes, them.
Yeah, Michael, you are correct. The guy
They are the sus ones.
The army.
Yeah, the army, you're
They're
correct.
the sussy ones.
So
Peter.
the provision army, you get an AP point, so if you said it wrong, then if you pick these two, it's wrong. You don't get AP points. The provincial army.
The sus army.
Who's being sus? I just said that, wow. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, Why not?
The market manager said they refusing to fill their roles due to tax issues. Which means the professional army should refuse to intervene in quells within the market as well.
If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought the dispute to an... Alisa, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, sorry. They...
Eat too much?
Yeah. They brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved.
Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious.
I was just gonna say sauce there.
Sauce.
It's definitely sauce.
Definitely sucks for sure.
My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do they say? What do you say we go to the army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation.
Oh,
that too.
that may be a worth an attempt.
The guardhouse isn't far from here either. Let's head over there and see what we can find out. See? We got 8 people. There it is. There's the
that was
guard.
quick.
Yeah. Are you those students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry for to trouble you, but we were hoping you might find and be able to help with us with something. Could we ask a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you?
We're visiting this town on a field study as students at Forest Military Academy. Alright. And if we were very much appreciated the chances to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficulty everyday situations. This would be a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study, and could prove most valuable to our education, if you permit.
Alright. Stay here. I'll see what I can do. Alright. Looks like we might have able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura.
In times like these, we need to make good use of our position. No one can fault a student of wanting to learn after all.
But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous.
Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say.
Right.
Wow, Rean's like getting good, like, he's pretty good, like, I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedule for this. So what do you want? And make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would we be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came to ask? You came here to ask?
Is that all?
Is that all? Is yours at 7, sorry.
Should the army forces charged with maintaining peace of this region not be taking this matter more seriously?
Laura, I'm not sure.
You got a big mouth for someone your age. And seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in the order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, Their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord,
Duke
Albarea.
Oops.
It's alright. As members of the provincial army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as a petition isn't withdrawn, the grand market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders, that's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we would get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem likely anymore. So, is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you excuse me, I have a job to do.
Wait. Would you mind answering just one more question?
Elliot? Fine. Ask it.
Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All he had left was the one sample.
What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you say? What did you just say? Alright? Why are you all looking at me like that for?
It's very sus right now, you guys.
Yeah.
How do you know that? I was under the impression you had
Investigated.
Investigated.
the matter at all.
How peculiar. Yeah.
We only discovered what such of the merchants was and sell a short while ago ourselves.
Oh,
They're being
Sir!
now.
We have our own ways of finding things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Oh shit! They're the... How do you say it in Among Us?
Among Us?
No. The when you find the
Dead body?
no, what was it called? The imposter.
Yes, the imposter.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind. Do you think
We found the imposter.
we're trying like doing Among Us here now because we're trying to, and Scooby-Doo. The fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means that they did investigate the matter after all. But the burglary that happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us.
Agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell, well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke
Albarea.
Alvarea must have issued permits for both stalls.
That's true, and the army will have no trouble in gaining access to transaction records for something like that. But why would they bother?
Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare.
Prepare for what?
I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a
Coincidence.
coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help.
So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning.
Meanwhile, the Provision Army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution. Unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition.
So they waited for things to get out of hand, then show up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce? Eventually, the merchants will get worn down enough that they feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth behind the matter.
That was indeed some very quick thinking you display, Elliot. You make a fine military strategist.
Robin will be...
Robin will be proud.
I just got lucky, that's all.
So what we know is the provisional army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But this was carried out by members of the provincial army. That's not going to be an easy task.
No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapees.
I tend to agree, really. Whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Keldic. Keldic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such as a volume of goods without being found. Right, that's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise will raise suspicion. Sus. Really raise sus. For sure.
Will definitely raise susness.
It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gone far.
Maybe we can ask around on the main roads, see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone sus may be spotted leaving or even entering the town.
Sus.
Sus. That sounds like a wise course of action. Oh boy. Let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cavalry thief run away.
I wouldn't dream of it. So now we're gonna do more story, but we're gonna do quests.
But optional quests.
Over there. Alright. Turbo Boy. There you go. Mina. Oh, cat.
Oh, that's a cat.
That's a snake. That's a snake I did. That's a snake. Yeah. There you go. That's a cat. Yeah. There you go. Oh, Lulu, are you okay? Buster Wolf. Look, what that nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of the town. And there was this weird man asleep along the side of the street. A weird man?
Oh, right. To sleep on the midst of bustling towns like this, obviously it's dangerous. Suggests he must possess formidable skill.
Or he was just really drunk. That nasty smell coming up of him nearly made Lulu faint.
That's terrible.
It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then. I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I never seen him before that. Really now? That sounds like a lead if ever I heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah. I think we should go talk to him. let's have a look near the west exit and see if he can track him down.
Yes.
Oh, there.
Oh, that was quick. Whoa.
Oh, there he is.
Old man.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Drink. Bring me another drink. Phew. Phew. This guy reeks. How much has he put down?
It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed.
Wow.
I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble putting off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home, if you like. Shut up! Leave me alone! Well, he's drunk though, so that's how much. I'm just a good old good for nothing who just lost his job. Looking after that nature park, whoosh, my whole life.
Nature park.
I wonder if he's talking about the Lunaria Nature Park we saw yesterday.
Oh, you kids know it. You see, I used to be the park ranger for that old place.
Oh, whoa, hiccups, that's why.
And then you lost your job? Yeah, out of nowhere too. I gave my life job to that job. I did. And then he just came and took it all from me. That damn official just showed up out of nowhere. He told me I was sacked. You can't just take a man's livelihood off. I'm like that. It's not fair. That job was my life. My life. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't seem right. Doesn't sound right.
I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason.
Right? I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me.
Kids?
Kids?
I was drinking here last night too, see? And a bunch of kids in a ranger uniforms went walking out of town through the west exit. Weird thing was, they was carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too, in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya.
You don't think there could have been
The nature park. I wouldn't have considered it. But given its size, it would be no doubt be a perfect hide spot.
Yeah, they have no trouble stashing their merchandise there undetected. The men standing at the entrances, they were probably there as lookouts. Oh, yeah. And if a provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's particularly a smoking gun. Huh? I did something useful or something? Yeah, you did.
You did,
Yeah.
Johnson. Drunk Johnson?
Yeah. Don't know what I said, but I helped you out. Wanna buy me a drink?
No. I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There is a good chance you may be able to recover both your park and your job.
What? Well, we know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head on out to the Lunaria Nature Park.
right.